Is he this gangster that behind the scenes is that him? Or is that people
Shout
running?
out to Wendy Williams.
And all of a sudden, she's more than PR.
That's interesting.
She understands finance.
Hold on to your seats, because this is the scandal of the year. Wendy Williams' closest confidant just dropped a bombshell, claiming that none other than Diddy, yes Diddy, stole a whopping $50 million from Wendy and orchestrated a sinister plot to keep her confined at home. The shocking accusations don't stop there. Our source alleges that Diddy, already embroiled in serious trafficking allegations, took revenge on Wendy by manipulating her guardianship. The evidence supposedly leaves no doubt. Is this the end for Diddy, or will more dark secrets come to light? Stay tuned, because this story is about to explode.
I seen him do it before. I seen him even tell people on the phone before, like he did Wendy Williams.
So let's dive deeper into this feud that has been brewing for decades. Wendy Williams and Diddy Combs have had a tumultuous relationship that dates back to the 90s. Wendy, known for her bold and unfiltered commentary, often targeted Diddy during her time on the radio at Hot 97. She was one of the few who dared to question his dominance in the music industry, but this bravery came with a price.
When I get back to New York City, if she's on a radio station, he's talking to a radio executive.
The real drama kicked off when Wendy was fired from Hot 97 in 1998, an incident she believes Diddy orchestrated. At the time, Wendy was gaining traction for her candid discussions about the behind the scenes antics of hip-hop's elite. Her speculations about the sexuality of some prominent figures, including Diddy, created waves that Diddy wanted to suppress. Wendy's dismissal from Hot 97 was a clear power move, showcasing Diddy's influence over the industry.
He said the same thing to He said, nobody that I deal with, nobody that I know is going to do anything with y'all. No business at all.
Fast forward to 2005, when Wendy claimed on her radio show that Diddy sent the girl group Total, signed to his Bad Boy Records, to assault her. According to Wendy, they waited outside the radio station, ready to attack. For what? She questioned. You know what I said was true. You all were broke, and you were living in the projects. This incident, which Wendy recounted multiple times over the years, was a stark reminder of the lengths Diddy would go to silence his critics.
Ask Wendy Williams.
That did happen to her too.
And it was women that set that up.
But Wendy wasn't easily intimidated. She continued to build her career, moving from radio to television with The Wendy Williams Show in 2008. On her show, she didn't shy away from discussing Diddy's various legal troubles and personal scandals. She even poked fun at his constant name changes, referring to him as Puffy, regardless of his current moniker. Her irreverence and persistence in bringing Diddy-related gossip to the forefront kept their feud alive. One of the more bizarre elements of their feud was the rumor about a photograph involving Diddy and Suge Knight. This photo, which allegedly showed Diddy's son with Suge Knight, was said to be a major point of contention. Wendy hinted that she had access to this photo and was prepared to expose it, further intensifying the East Coast-West Coast rivalry. Diddy's team reportedly had to intervene to prevent this photo from leaking, showcasing the constant cat and mouse game between the two. In 2013, Wendy tiptoed around her firing from Hot 97 during an interview with Vlad TV, hinting at Diddy's role in her ousting. She referred to herself as being burned at the stake for her outspoken nature.
He was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle.
Her 2004 book, The Wendy Williams Experience, also alluded to Diddy's attempts to ruin her career, describing the hell he put me through, but clarifying that she didn't harbor hatred towards him. Their feud seemed to take a surprising turn in 2017 when Diddy appeared on The Wendy Williams Show. It was a seemingly amicable meeting, with Wendy acknowledging the full circle moment. However, this piece was short-lived. Wendy continued to scrutinize Diddy's personal life, especially his tumultuous relationship with Cassie Ventura. In 2018, when Diddy and Cassie split, Wendy was vocal about her opinions on the matter. She suggested that Diddy's grand gestures on social media were more about possession than genuine affection. If you really cared, then you'd reach out privately, not publicly, she remarked, calling out his manipulative tendencies. The allegations against Diddy in recent years have brought a new dimension to their feud. With multiple lawsuits accusing him of assault and abuse, fans have begun to see Wendy's long-standing warnings in a new light. One social media user aptly noted, the things she said about Diddy were known years ago. Wendy Williams stayed on his neck. As these allegations continue to unfold, the public is left wondering, was Wendy Williams right all along? Did she see through the facade of Diddy's charm and success, recognizing the darker truths behind the glittering exterior? But apparently, Diddy doesn't forget such grudges.
I can't wait. I can't wait for everybody to find out what's really been going on in the background.
This twist in the saga of Wendy Williams' life has left her inner circle convinced that her current dire situation is no accident, but rather a meticulously planned scheme by none other than Diddy himself. According to her friends, Diddy exploited Wendy's vulnerable state, taking advantage of her health problems to exact a long-awaited revenge. This shocking allegation has thrown a spotlight on the terrifying guardianship she is under, sparking comparisons to the infamous Britney Spears conservatorship.
Did you see a neurologist to find out if I'm crazy?
Wendy's friend, Regina Shell, has been particularly vocal about the severity of Wendy's isolation. This is a Britney Spears thing, only it's worse since it's not even Wendy's family who has control, Shell stated, highlighting the absence of family involvement in Wendy's guardianship. Unlike Britney, whose father was her court-appointed guardian, Wendy's life is controlled by Sabrina Morrissey, a woman with no familial ties to her. This, according to Shell, has only exacerbated Wendy's feeling of entrapment and helplessness.
And you see the people that were around her, they were also very overwhelmed and confused by the situation that they were put into.
So how did it come to this? It all started when Wells Fargo froze Wendy's accounts, citing concerns over her ability to manage her finances due to her ongoing health issues. A court hearing followed, and Sabrina Morrissey was appointed as Wendy's guardian. But those close to Wendy claim this move was not just about safeguarding her assets. It was a strategic maneuver orchestrated by Diddy to strip her of her autonomy and keep her silenced.
No money. And I'm going to tell you something. If it happens to me, it could happen to you.
The name Lou Taylor might ring a bell for those familiar with the Britney Spears saga. Taylor, closely linked to Diddy through his association with Kim Kardashian, is reputedly the architect of Britney's conservatorship. She has long been criticized for her role in such legal arrangements, often seen as exploitative measures to control and financially benefit from high-profile individuals. In Wendy's case, her friends believe that Taylor's influence might have played a part in crafting this restrictive guardianship, ensuring that Wendy's voice was stifled and her assets were siphoned. It's widely speculated that Diddy's motive for orchestrating Wendy's guardianship was multifaceted. Revenge for her relentless criticism of him over the years was certainly part of it. But more insidiously, Wendy's inner circle suggests that Diddy saw an opportunity to publicly humiliate her, a sentiment echoed in the release of the controversial Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?
This is the reality of what the world-famous Wendy Williams' life was under a guardianship.
Despite her legal team's attempts to block its airing, the documentary went live depicting Wendy in a state of emotional and cognitive decline that many found heartbreaking and hard to watch. Charlemagne the God, who once worked closely with Wendy, expressed his shock at the documentary.
Do this deal, and you hear somebody else say that she's losing memory, so how we know that she even knows that she's in the right frame of mind to even know what she's doing?
The portrayal was so distressing that it led to public outcry, with fans and friends alike questioning the motivations behind its release and who stood to gain from Wendy's public breakdown. As the documentary aired, it became clear that Wendy's struggles were far from over. Her son, Kevin Hunter Jr., voiced his concerns, blaming her inner circle for her downward spiral. He accused them of encouraging her to keep working despite her deteriorating health, a move he felt was driven by financial incentives rather than genuine care for her well-being.
They are lying, and he's claiming they're lying. They're signing her up for projects that she's not ready for, including a possible unscripted.
Wendy's condition, described by her family as a battle with cognitive issues, has kept her isolated in a treatment facility in Florida. Her diagnosis of dementia and aphasia has only added to the challenges she faces. The state-mandated conservatorship has made it difficult for her family to visit her, further deepening her isolation. The people who love her cannot see her. I think the big question is, how the hell did we get here? Her sister Wanda poignantly asked. The narrative woven around Wendy's conservatorship bears an eerie resemblance to the tactics used in Britney Spears' case. Lou Taylor's history of exploiting talented individuals under the guise of guardianship seems to be playing out once again, this time with Wendy as the victim. Taylor's connections in the entertainment industry, including her ties to powerful figures like Diddy, have enabled her to manipulate these legal structures for financial gain. Wendy's friends believe that Diddy's involvement in her guardianship is part of a broader strategy to control and degrade her. The allegations of him siphoning off $50 million from her accounts are particularly damning. Reports have surfaced that multiple people are being paid from Wendy's frozen accounts, adding fuel to the fire of suspicion surrounding Diddy's true intentions. The public humiliation of Wendy through the Lifetime documentary seems to be a final, cruel twist in this saga. Those who watched it were left with a sense of profound sadness and anger at how Wendy has been treated.
Taking advantage of the dysfunction. Why do you want to document somebody's downfall?
As we wrap up this jaw-dropping expose, the questions now lie with you, the viewers. Do you believe the allegations that Diddy orchestrated Wendy Williams' guardianship and stole millions from her? Or is this just another chapter in their long-standing feud filled with rumors and drama? We want to hear your thoughts. Leave your comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay tuned for more celebrity gossip and scandalous revelations